Dana Frederick White Jr., born July 28, 1969, is an American businessman and president of the UFC, the largest mixed martial arts competition in the world. Dana took the UFC from obscurity to a multi-billion-dollar business. Dana White was born in Manchester, Connecticut, where he grew up with his mother and sister. He is of Irish descent and began boxing at age 17. Dana is best known as the president of the UFC, often appearing on camera during weigh-ins and post-fight broadcasts. Dana began his UFC career managing champion fighters Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. He learned that the parent company of the UFC was looking to sell the brand. Dana contacted childhood friend Lorenzo Fertitta, a casino executive and former commissioner of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and combined with Lorenzo's older brother Frank, the brothers bought the UFC. Dana was appointed as the new president of the UFC. It is reported that White owned 9% of the UFC business. The UFC was sold in 2016 to an investing group for an undisclosed amount. White stayed on as the president. In this time, Dana White took the UFC from a little-known competition and turned it into one of the largest entertainment enterprises in history that now generates billions of dollars and captivates audiences. Dana White became a personality as big as the fighters he promoted, never shy to publicly call out people he disagreed with. Dana has had several feuds with fighters and industry personalities. In 2007, Dana White accused boxing promoter Bob Arum of sucking the life out of the sport of boxing and not putting anything back in. White also stated that Arum is the dumbest promoter in the history of the world, and called him a moron and an idiot. Arum fired back, calling Dana White nuts and a loose cannon. Dana's most publicized feud was with former client and UFC champion Tito Ortiz. After becoming president of the UFC, Dana told Ortiz he could no longer manage him. Ortiz felt betrayed and stated that White never did anything for him. Their feud led to an agreement to an exhibition boxing match. However, Ortiz pulled out of the match. Dana White, an experienced boxer, told an interviewer that, "I used to beat the living shit out of Tito Ortiz." Ortiz hit back at the UFC 84 weigh-in, wearing a t-shirt with the words, "Dana is my bitch." White has also had public feuds with champion fighters Randy Couture and Ken Shamrock, as well as Loretta Hunt, a mixed martial arts reporter. Dana White has recently branched out from the UFC, helping to promote the 2017 Floyd Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor fight. Dana's plan is to incorporate boxing into the company portfolio of the UFC. White's mother, June, wrote a book about Dana titled Dana White, King of MMA, an unauthorized biography. While promoting the book, June called her son egotistical, self-centered, arrogant, and cruel. In 2012, White was diagnosed with Meniere's disease, a disorder that creates episodes of vertigo. He missed his first UFC event in 11 years to recover as per doctor's orders. In 2011, White donated $100,000 to his former high school to help renovate their athletic facilities. In 2016, Dana White endorsed Republican nominee Donald Trump for the presidential election. This is Dana White.